In this audiovisual essay, we shall focus on analysis of two different sequences in two films by a single filmmaker with relation to relative significance of elements of his style of work. We shall consider a prolific writer and creative producer, Jordan Peele, and two of his blockbuster horror movies, Get Out, produced in 2017, and Us, produced in 2019. Both movies have similarities and connections, symbols used as expression of acts. In details, this essay shall consider the emotional horrors and the psychology of color in the two movies with relative significance of elements in Peele's style of filmmaking as established with John Gibbs' notes.
All I know is sometimes, if there's too many white people, I get nervous, you know.
No.
Georgina took like 28 seconds to react verbally, despite that her facial expression showed sadness for a few seconds. Georgina, who suddenly reconciled to her initial consciousness, battles with transplanted brain that was forcibly implanted into her. Although Georgina tried to convince Chris she could not hold back her pain, horror, torment, sadness, she secretly passed through with the expression of tears.
The shadow hated the girl so much for so long, until one day the shadow realized she was being tested by God.
This sequence saw Adelaide drop tears when Red began to tell her the story of her dwelling in the tunnel, where she experienced terrible physical and emotional pain she passed through under the tunnel, how she was forced to copy every act, eat raw rabbit as food, give birth to her children. Both Red and Adelaide could not hold back their tears after the emotional horror story as narrated by Red. Aligning the parallel similarities of the two movies of the described sequences, Peele used tears as an expression of emotional horror, as the characters Georgina, Adelaide, and Reed, who all went through horror, torture, and pains, could not hold back their tears. Almost all the guests at the auction party who have come to bid on Chris' body was some form of red, either a red earring, red lipstick, red ties, red glasses, red ring, and even Rose, who previously wore blue clothes, changed to a red striped top, a little sign that they are part of the Red Alchemist Society, a dangerous secret cult group.
Emily, this is Chris. Chris, this is Gordon, Emily Green.
Chris, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Chris. Nice to meet you indeed.
Peele revealed Red as a symbol of danger, and despite the guest's friendly look at Chris, they all knew what was set to befall him. They saw him as a means to an end, despite their outward friendly look to deceive him. It is intriguing in the movie, Adelaide Double is called Red, and the teacher are all dressed in red jumpsuits, and also how Adelaide's pale-colored cloth got stained with red. Peele's intention is to gradually show us the progression of how Adelaide's cloth turned to red as she got into danger. As Adelaide and Red battled, Adelaide's clothes took on the same color as Red's jumpsuit, signaling the duo's deep and violent connection. In other words, Adelaide's outfit functioned as a window into her true identity. Peele used red color in both movies as a symbol of violence, blood, and anger, as the deliberate change of color was literally an opposite of what Adelaide wore and what she posed to be. Red, who also wore a red jumpsuit, was on purpose of symbolism to express anger, danger, and blood. We can then agree that Jordan Peele's two movie sequences analyzed agree with Gibbs-Jones' notes, as we can see similar style or elements as used by the same filmmaker in two different films.